So George Foreman went on TMZ and stated that Wilder versus Anthony Joshua is the biggest fight of all time. So he even saying that Wilder versus Anthony Joshua will surpass Pacquiao versus Mayweather in his opinion, and Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, that's kind of a huge statement, but at the same time, it's definitely the biggest fight today. And in my opinion, maybe even a bigger fight than Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. But the only difference in this fight is that they fighting and they both in their prime. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson was past his prime when he got to Lennox. So that's why that fight didn't do the numbers that it should have, due to the fact that it was 5 years too late almost. But as far as Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, I doubt it will surpass that, because according to Ali, more than 3 billion people watched the fight, and that's half of the population of the earth at the time. And I guess that's all the people that had TVs at the time, you know what I'm saying? So you can't compare the two, but Wilder versus Anthony Joshua is definitely a huge fight, the biggest fight today and tomorrow and next year if it doesn't get made. But at the same time, people got on Wilder for not taking the DAZN deal, saying he'd be stupid to not sign a 4-fight deal with DAZN that wasn't even organized, and that don't even have Anthony Joshua signed. It's just a fight-to-fight contract. But they gonna get on Wilder for not signing with DAZN, where he could make all that money in one fight with Anthony Joshua. And win or lose in the rematch, on top of that, he would definitely make more than 120 million. So apparently he made the right decision, and that's why all the trolls and all the keyboard warriors, why y'all don't be lawyers? Why don't y'all be managers? I see why. Like I said, people impressed by numbers. Wilder been seeing millions. He don't care about no 120 million in 4 fights. He trying to do some Floyd Mayweather shit. Rob the bank. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if he get a 50-50 split, and on top of that, if he beats Anthony Joshua and become the face of the heavyweight and the face of boxing period after that, it's a go after that. He becomes the $1 billion man. I mean, Tyson Fury gonna beg him for the rematch instead of ducking him for the rematch. But definitely Wilder came a long way, and every fighter needed a dancing partner. Ali needed Frazier. He needed George Foreman. Floyd needed Pacquiao. Leonard needed Duran, Hearns, and Hagler. And Wilder got Tyson and Anthony Joshua. And more so, Anthony Joshua is the bigger fight, because of, at least from the outside looking in, to the casual fans, they see some muscles on Anthony Joshua. But when they look at Tyson Fury, they think he's about to get smoked. So that's why that fight is kind of even harder to promote. On top of Tyson Fury, he let the drugs get the best of him, and he ended up losing all his belts to Anthony Joshua. So Wilder came a long way, like I said, you know, from getting ducked by everyone, from the Klitschko to Povetkin to Anthony Joshua at first, and now Tyson Fury in a rematch. From all these fighters, he still managed to be on top. And like they always say, you can run, but you can't hide. And they running from Wilder, but they can't hide from Wilder. Now, he all the way at the top. Now, they want a shot at him because all the attention is on Wilder. Tyson Fury coming out doing interviews for his fight after the Wilder fight, because he knows that's the only way he could generate interest. Anthony Joshua lost steam. That's why he had to come to the U.S. He said he didn't want to fight Floyd Mayweather, not Floyd Mayweather, but he said he didn't want to fight Wilder in the U.S., right? Even when he got offered a $50 million guarantee, on top of that, a 50-50 split on the pay-per-view, he still turned that fight down. Why? Because he wanted to fight in the U.K. He lost steam. He can't even sell out in his own country. That's why he had to come to the U.S. They didn't want to come to the U.S. this early. He was supposed to fight in April in the U.K., but what happened? Apparently, he ain't selling out. That's why he had to come to the U.S., and he ain't selling out over here either. So, like I always say, the truth will come out at the end of the day. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about the day. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these casual ass fans. And peace. We outie.